All right, guys, we got an awesome video for you today. We are tearing down this barn. We really wanted to try to save this thing early on when we first moved into this house, and you know, I kept on contemplating season after season, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna repair it or are we gonna tear it down? And finally, I had my buddy come out a couple months back, and he looked at it, and there's just too much structural damage to try to restore it. We'd end up spending more money trying to repair it than we would just to tear it down and put something in its place. So the plan right now is, obviously we're gonna tear it down, we're gonna get it on the ground today, and then we're gonna come back later in a couple months or so, and we're gonna build a pole barn right here. So, say goodbye to the mess of a barn. As you can see, it's caved in up top here on the roof area. I mean, there's just so much structural damage. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go shut the power off that comes back here, and we're gonna get the rest of the junk out so that we won't smash it when it falls down. And I'm gonna take the skid steer, I'm gonna hook a chain to it, and we're gonna start taking the structural supports out of this thing until it falls over. All right, this is where our power comes in at.
My name's Bendy Bird. My hands are like gloves, bro.
Gloves. My hands are gloves.
They're splitting pretty bad this time of year.
Petrified counters. All right, now that it looks like a official pigsty out here in the backyard, McKee helped me move all this junk around. He's gonna help me take the barn down. Anyway, we got all of the junk out, and now the next task is to go ahead and lay this thing on the ground. Now, I don't know exactly how we're gonna do that. I don't have a good plan either. So if you're watching this, don't try this at home. This could be dumb. Hopefully it's not gonna be dumb. So I think what we're gonna do, because Adam pointed out the fact that it's kind of like this side over here is destroyed and the other opposite side is destroyed. The only thing that's really standing are these end walls. And so if we start to take these end walls down, then potentially the whole structure will fall down. So the only place I don't want it to fall is back there on my neighbor's property. It can fall this way, it can fall this way, and it can fall that way. Just not back there, right? All right, we're gonna start on this corner right here. So I'm gonna hook the chain to the back of the skid steer and kind of wrap it around the support up here. There she blows! All right, that's it. Pray for us. Already did. I was talking to the camera. Already did. All right, is everybody out of the way? Something could go flying, maybe.
If you see it moving, can you yell? Thanks.
That was nice.
All right.
There we go. Corner out.
You want to back up with her?
I think I want to go on the back corner now and see if we can lay it this way. We ripped out the corner. Got the window out. That's what we're gonna save that. I'm just kidding. Okay. We're not gonna save that. Ripped the corner out. Funny thing is that it ripped the right where this big joist is. You can see there's water damage here, and that's where it cracked it, right at the water damage. And then there was a butt, it butted up next to it right there. That's where it ripped out. So now we're gonna try to rip this side out over here, and hopefully we'll be able to lay the barn this way. We'll see. All right, as you can see, the whole thing's going that way, so that's fine. I wanted it to either go that way or this way, and it's going that way. So let's pull this thing down. All right, fourth time's the charm.
Fourth time's the charm.
Not third anymore. And she's down. Bro, she's like half the barn she used to be, man.
That's definitely for sure.
She moved a little bit off the foundation.
Just a little.
About 2, 3, 4 feet. There's the foundation. I see it right there. There's the foundation. Adam's beating up into the side of this thing. I don't hear it crackling anymore though.
Pulling it, that's all I'm doing.
All right, this thing is down. It took 4, what was that, 4 tugs? 4 tugs with the old case. And she is down. Let's inspect her. I don't want to get too close though. There's the front. There's the side. I'm gonna run. Oh yeah. She folded on this. She just laid out on this side.
Nice.
Look at that. We could have saved her.
Yeah. Good one.
This was holding it all together right here, this point. This little fence line that was holding it. Yep, connected to the chain link. Just as I suspected. Oh no!
What happened?
A kayak paddle. Left it in there.
Kayak paddle.
No.
Just a paddle.
Just a paddle.
Oh, it's still good.
Oh,
Well, half of it's still good.
it's just half left.
So how are you gonna disassemble this?
I'm just gonna climb on it.
I don't know.
Just gonna climb on it here.
Bro, if you can get on the roof, you'll be good. I'd say she's still stable, huh?
I think we can salvage it. I think we can salvage it.
Me too.
It's still good. I'll ride it down.
Ride it down.
What's gonna fall on me?
Oh, she's shaking.
Nothing. We need more people.
Yeah. I see.
No. You get very interesting.
What do y'all think about this?
I like it. I want it to happen again.
You got to see it fall, so you got here just in time. Walker.
I wish it could happen again.
Walker, what do you see? Did Daddy destroy the barn?
What happened?
Hey, Mr. McKee. Look, your ladder is still there.
Oh, we can use it. It's still good. It's right there.
It's right there. That's still pretty high, dude. You're like 10, 12, 15 feet in the air.
Sure. Yeah, the ground's so soft.
Yep, it's like nails and all sorts of crazy stuff in here.
Nails. That was the one penetrating an inch or two.
This crazy guy. Dude.
You might be able to yank some of it.
I can totally yank some of it. Look, this area right here, like that's what you're standing on, is this little like half door frame assembly.
Uh-huh.
If you had my dad on there, you just like.
I know.
Yeah, because Dad's so fat.
Yeah,
Go on. No way, Jose.
Oh, I hear it crackling, dude.
That's the whole point.
For
That's
real?
what I'm shaking it for.
That end right there is cracking. This looks amazing down. Like the fact that it's not here, I can see sunlight and stuff.
Sure, you want to put a pole barn right there?
Oh, I want to put a pole barn here.
Cheers. A car has slept through the whole thing.
There's a baby in there.
Yes, it's a baby.
All right, well, I don't know, dude. I guess, can I get the skid steer through here?
Oh, we can move the barn
I guess I could drive over the top.
Wait just a second, sweetheart.
That'll work.
Yes.
If I can get the skid steer through this side right here, then I can come around and push on it. That would be the ideal.
Maybe I would take your bucket under it and lift up and have it come apart a little bit too.
That's true. All right, well, let me jump in the skid steer. I think I need gas. Got like one little light on the gas meter. Well,
You know how to do it, Mommy?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. She was a good barn. Faithful barn, stored all of our junk so well. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta make changes. Sometimes you gotta move on. So we're moving on from this old barn. And you know what? We're gonna have a new and improved pole barn here in about 2 weeks. I'm just kidding, not 2 weeks. All right, I gotta geek out on this tool real quick, okay? This skid steer is such a pain to fill up because when you have a 5-gallon gas can like this and you lift it up and try to tilt it in, it leaks on the edges and does all sorts. You get diesel all over your hands basically. Well, I found this little contraption on Amazon. I'll leave it in the description below. All it takes is 2 AA batteries, and you stick the end down in here, cut it on, I mean, come on, that is awesome. That's the type of stuff that you find on Amazon that's just so great. So useful. I mean, in this case, I had to stick it on a couple 5-gallon buckets, but you know what? I can just sit back, relax, sip on a coffee while I watch the old tank fill up. We had the theory to go get a grappling hook to hook it to the end of the chain, and then just to continue to throw that grappling hook in there to get stuff out, but we're gonna forego that. What we're doing is we're taking all of the roofing parts of the barn and we're putting them down here. We have 2 sections so far, actually half of the roof down here already, because I can't obviously burn any of this stuff. So I'm gonna save this for the trailer, and all that roofing is gonna go to the dump basically. The rest of this stuff is gonna get set up into little piles all back here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and burn it. She is officially all the way down. We got the roofing all over by itself, so that can be dealt with separately. So the next step is we're just gonna slowly burn this wood. That's the cheapest option for us here. So what I'm gonna do is start making little piles of wood back here, and then once everything's burnt, all of the trash that I have left over is gonna go and get hauled off to the dump. There's a lot of stuff back here that I got to get to the dump. One of the biggest tasks will be taking all this roofing, which is on the bank of the pond here. All of that's got to go to the dump. So we got a lot of work ahead of us, but I'm gonna start breaking this up into little piles and getting it done. So I'm super excited about getting this thing out of here. It was not only a hazard for one, but it was, I mean, it looked terrible. And then eventually I'm excited about putting a pole barn right here. It'll be nice to have a barn, and the greenhouse can get used for what a greenhouse is supposed to be used for, growing plants and not holding tools. So eventually that'll happen down the road a little bit, but this was one thing we had to get out of here. And I was figuring, while I'm doing all this other work with moving the dirt, I might as well take the time to get this eyesore out of here with the skid steer. That's it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this video of us tearing down the barn. Remember, if you haven't already, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and stay tuned for our future videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys.